Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Daily Blend. I am your host, AC, and we are joined in studio today by Austin Ilsley. And Austin is one of the owners of AI Painting Plus. Austin, welcome to the Daily Blend.
Appreciate you having me, Donica. Thank you.
Absolutely. You know, one of the things that I love about your company is how involved you guys are in the community. It tells me a lot about you guys as people. So tell me, because I hear it all the time, because we do some stuff together in the community.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
A little bit. What is it that you guys say about yourself? What kind of company are you?
We like to say we're Columbia's premier customer service and people development company that just happens to paint houses really well.
I love that. And I always love when I hear you or Lacey, your wife, say that, or Jackie. I love everybody who works at your company. I love when I hear you say that because I know that to be true. I know this to be true. And so how do you develop a philosophy like that? You're about people.
Yeah. It's, I grew up in the painting industry. This industry and this community has done so much for me. Did the college thing. Mm-hmm. I didn't graduate. Lacey and I had our first child when I was in college, so I continued painting. And then I just started to really realize that this is a very valid career path, right? And there's a lot of other people like me that, the things didn't pan out the way they thought they would, right? Mm-hmm. But there's a way to do this that can be very valuable to you and your family. So that's our why, I guess, is what we say. I mean, it's not, owning a business. We don't wake up in the morning and say we're going to paint as many houses as possible and make as much money as possible. If we do things correctly, maybe that's the result, right?
Yes.
But that's not the reason, because there has to be a deeper mission behind, what you do that brings more value than just, things that are self-fulfilling, like, profit and things I mentioned. But yeah.
Understood. And I mean, those things are important, but I want to go back to you saying something that I feel like truly is a real topic of conversation, especially right now. Not everybody is going to go to a 4-year college, right, and get the corporate job. That's not everybody's path.
Absolutely.
And I feel like we have to normalize and talk about the fact that is not everybody's path. However, you can have a very fulfilling life, career path in the trade industry.
Absolutely.
It's not talked about a lot, like when you think about like middle school, high school. But I feel like there are some things happening in this community that are trying to change that narrative.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you've heard of the trade schools. You can go for your mechanical trades, your plumbing, electric, HVAC, that stuff. But the artisan trades, painting, decorating, carpentry, they're really underrepresented in the trades industry already, but they're equally as valid
absolutely
as a career option, for people. And what it takes, I think, is, us leaders in the industry that, are part of these artisan trades. We have to band together and really connect in a way that we have to collaborate in how we transform this industry in order to make it what we know it is.
Yes.
Right? We know this. We've seen what this has done for us in our own lives and the people that we serve in our organizations.
Sure.
It's just about doing it in a way that is recognized to where more people want to be involved with it and can seek that out as an option.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's really important. I know that you guys are super active in the chamber, as am I, and I know they're doing some things, the whole Show Me Careers, training teachers and counselors in the fact that there are other options, right? Because a lot of times if the people who are educating our kids don't know,
right.
And they're starting to say, I actually ran into a counselor the other day who had been involved in that program last year. And she's like, oh, I'm going back this year. I can't wait because now I have this whole other thing that I can talk to kids in my class about. It's really important.
It's amazing. That's incredible.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's, like going back to just it's not for everybody doing the college, the corporate thing,
Yes.
whatever that may be. Some people just work really well with their hands,
Yes.
and they're brilliant with it, right?
Yes.
And these things are needed.
Yes.
Every single one of these structures that we see needs these things, and just honing a craft in an individual can really bring value to them too, and their own self-respect as far as, I have the skill set to make this thing look beautiful.
Yes.
And that is inherently valuable.
It absolutely is. It absolutely is. And as somebody that has actually had your customer service folks in my home, like, they are serious about it and they are really good at it, like really good at it. And
Thank
nothing
you.
feels better to me as a client or a customer than to walk out and be like, oh, wow, this is great. And they took really good care of me, and they were, super professional and polite. Like, there is nothing that's better than that when somebody's coming into your home, you know what I mean? Or
Of
your
course,
business.
and from their perspective too, like getting that kind of a response from a client, you know what that does for them too?
Yeah, I can imagine.
I mean, how much confidence that builds for them, and then what are they able to do with that confidence? Not just, in their jobs and their careers. They take that home to their families. They take that into the community. It's just a snowball effect that ultimately breeds, an amazing mindset that is contagious, right?
Yeah,
So
there you go. It's contagious.
Yeah.
And that's what we want it to be.
Sure.
Right?
Yep.
Because one person catches on, then the next person catches on, the next person catches on.
And then what happens? It becomes the standard.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And now all of a sudden we're in a much better place than where we were before.
Oh, I love
So-
it. I love that whole philosophy. So before you get out of here, let me just say congratulations on being a finalist for Small Business of the Year.
I appreciate you too.
Thank you. Well deserved. We appreciate you and what you do for this community. You're involved behind the scenes in a lot of community things, and we totally appreciate that. And also, for anybody who's listening, you can catch both Austin and I on May 16th.
May 16th.
Dancing with the Missouri Stars.
Here we go. Yep.
Hey, we're going to try to make it do what it do, Austin.
We're going to.
Oh, I know
That's
we
it.
are.
Yep.
I know we are. I'm looking forward to it too.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.